If you're black and you criticize Deion Sanders, you're considered a hater or a sellout. If you're white and you criticize Deion Sanders, you're considered a bigot, a racist, prejudiced, you discriminate. So basically, that means that nobody can critique Deion Sanders without being accused of being on one side of the fence or the other. And that is unfortunate because what it results in is now the discourse around Deion Sanders is extremely disingenuous. I watch a bunch of sports media content daily. I listen to a ton of podcasts, including my own, the Marc My Words Show, like I said at the beginning. You guys can follow me on YouTube. I'm on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, all major streaming platforms. And people who look like me in sports media and in the podcast space are reluctant to call Deion Sanders out on his shit. Deion Sanders is a janky pastor. He's a used car salesman. That's not meant to say he's a bad person. It just is what it is. He could sell water to a well. He's a talker. He's a marketer. He's a manipulator. These are all true things. This does not make me a Deion Sanders hater. It doesn't mean I'm a sellout. Now, I understand the motivation for some people rooting against Deion is because they don't like his bravado. They want him to be, quote unquote, humbled. But we all knew that Oregon was going to smoke Colorado. We all knew that. We all knew that. But Deion always makes everything about him. That's my issue with him. If I was somebody who wanted to share space with Deion Sanders, whether that be working for him, whether that be playing at Colorado, you have to know that it is the Deion Sanders show and then everybody else. And I get it. It's prime time. We're talking about one of the greatest, if not the greatest, cornerbacks in NFL history. The man's a Hall of Famer. He was a two-sport athlete, played baseball and football at the same time. That is insane. That is insane. You know how hard it is to master one thing in his lifetime, let alone two? Deion Sanders probably has the greatest contacts list in his phone in like the history of phones. I get that. Everybody wants to support Coach Prime. But we have to start being honest with ourselves. We have to start being honest with ourselves. The reason people want to see Colorado get smoked is because of Deion Sanders. He's created this monster. So when he does get smoked and when Colorado does lose, you can't then go and say, man, that's hate, man. Y'all hating on Prime. Y'all don't want to see Prime succeed. No, they don't want to see Prime succeed. Man, they jealous. Yes, they are jealous. If you were working at a job or a profession or in an industry for multiple years or even decades, and you saw somebody come along who you felt in your heart of hearts was less qualified, less experienced, but was getting more attention, you would be jealous too. You would be jealous too. And again, you all will hear this and say, yo, it sounds like you don't like Deion. I have nothing against Deion Sanders. I have nothing against Deion Sanders.